So let's try some burnt sienna. Put it over here so you can see it, okay? And a bit of red. It's a nice color so far. A little bit of blue. Now to really brighten it up, we'll add white. Okay? So move away from it because it might be too much paint there. We can always come back and use that for shadows. Okay, so there we go. That's a nice color. I like it. You can always also use the grayish color if you want. See how nice and bright I got that by moving away? Because if I had to stay in here, I'd have to add an awful lot of white. So whenever you got too much, just move away and with your dirty brush. It's kind of nice, isn't it? Alright, let's try that. So just put that on there. There we go. Coming from the back here somewhere, and it's coming out around. Don't worry about the grass yet. Okay, I'm going to add more white. I'm just going to add white to my brush this time so I can brighten it up a little bit. Okay. So you can't get it bright on your palette because you got too much paint on there. Then just take white on your dirty brush and then start painting on your canvas. That'll help brighten it up without having to keep adding paint to your canvas paint. You know, like say here, like I can't get that brighter than that by adding white. I'll just have to add a ton of white. So rather than waste all my white, I can either take the white and put it up here somewhere, move it away again, or I can just take the white and put it here, what I already have. That way I don't waste my white. See? Another little tip for you. I got all kinds of tips that I'm going to share with you. Because a lot of people waste a lot of paint. I did, you know. I was like, oh my God, keep adding white and white and white. You could be at it all day adding white and it still wouldn't get any brighter. So, there we go. That's a nice little color. I like that color. It's going way in the back there. Way in the back. Let's take it right off the canvas. There we go. Nice. I like it. I like it. Now don't worry about this here because we'll be fixing it up after, so not to worry. I'm going to put some grass in the center. I'm going to use my fan brush. You can use a bristle, it's okay. You can use your flat bristle brush. I'm going to put some grass in the center of the road, okay? So I got some green, probably some sap green, and some burnt sienna. Just trying to come up with a nice green. Some yellow. Yeah, that's good. And we will put some grass coming down the path. Just little taps and dabs of grass going on there. Gives a little bit of interest. Something different. Just tap, tap, tap. If your paint is wet underneath, it's probably going to mix in with your green, which is fine. Alright. We're going to put some shadows across there from the trees. We have more trees going in. So we'll put some shadows in there too. See the nice difference it makes? Just gives interest to your painting. See that? Just that little bit. You wouldn't believe the different things that you can add to make it look interesting. You can use a fan brush, or you can use bristle brush, but a smaller one, right? Either one, as long as they're bristle. And then you can dip into some of your darker green, add a bit of red to your green, darken it up, and then we're going to put some shadows in here. So if you use this brush, you just tap it on like that, and you'll get some shadows, see? And that will bring out the lighter greens, alright? If you use your fan brush, you should get basically the same results, but you use the corner of your brush instead, okay? Because if you use the brush, it's going to be fine, because you can pull up some grass too, like this, right? If you want to do it that way. I'm just going to tap in a few darks here. I'm going to go back here. And there we go. See? Now you could, sometimes you can put your darks on first and then your lights after. And in some cases, better put the lights on first and then the darks in after. So, like I said, there's no right or wrong way. It's just the way you want to do it yourself and what works best for you, okay? See how the shadows kind of, you know, give it that deep, it brings out the lighter colors. Like whatever's left over on your brush, you can tap in a few of the darker colors into this grass here, just so that you can get that yellows and light greens to stand out. See? Just get them to stand out. Always think about contrast the best way you can. You know, sometimes you don't need it, but a lot of times it really helps. It really, see how everything's jumping out more now? Isn't that nice? All right, good, 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 good. Now let's put some shadow. Well, let's see, what can we put here? So take your fan brush or your flat bristle or whatever brush you're comfortable with. For this part here, brush is not too concerning, but I like to use my, because whenever I want texture, I want to tap, I always use my bristle, okay? Just using burnt sienna with some white, just tapping into it so I get sort of not totally mixed, but as you can see. Alright, and then I'm just going to clean up these edges here, right here, and I'm going to tap on some of that color on the edge here as an edge to our grass. Like I said, these are your final details now. Some more over here. You can scrub them on if you'd rather. Don't have to do everything the way I do it. All right. There we go. And good. Good, 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 good. Just trying to get a little bit of texture there. And I'm going to take my flat synthetic brush. That should be good. You can experiment with your brushes. If I say take a synthetic brush and you rather use a fan brush or something, go ahead. I'm just going to put some shadow across the road. Now, I don't want to cover everything up that I just did, so I'm going to make a transparent shadow, okay? So I'm going to use purplish color first, all right? Purple. Shadows are, purples are great for shadows, all right? And because there's some green in the grass and things, I'm just going to add a bit of green to it. So I've got a purplish, greenish color. Beautiful for shadows, all right? And then I'm going to take that color and I'm going to put, see, there's a lot on my brush, so you can either wipe off your brush or you can move to the side, and then you're going to get some white because we want to brighten them up a little tiny bit, not much. And then we are going to, maybe darker. Yeah, this is not bad here. This is better. That's a bit too light. And then we're going to dip into water. And we're going to water that down so that you can see through it. See that? See how transparent it is now because I watered it down? See that? Alright, so I watered it down. You can even put in a little jug or something if you rather. And then I'm going to take some shadows from the trees, and I'm going to go across the road. I'm just going to put in some shadows, okay? Just go right across the road, and we will get some shadows in here. And that way you'll be able to see what's underneath. So we'll just put some shadows, going across the road, up over the hill. Well, not up over the hill. You can make it look like a little hill by doing that. Look. Get more water and tap it off in your tissue. That way you don't have to pick up any more color for now, okay? See, you want to see through it. Get some more here. Some off this tree. Off these trees. And here we got some shadow underneath the trees. But see, you're not messing up what you did underneath. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a glaze, alright? This is what glazes are wonderful for, this kind of stuff. Shadows and wanting to keep seeing things underneath. So you can see a road underneath there. Try to stay horizontal. Alright. I'm kind of wiggling my brush. Wiggle, wiggle. Right, and it gets nice and shadowy down here. There must be trees over there somewhere. If you lose it, you go back and get more. Nice and watery. Make sure it's nice and watery. See how you can still see underneath it? Branches and things going on there. And here. See all those nice shadows? Isn't that pretty? So stay horizontal when you're going over. Don't be tempted to go diagonal, okay? Some shadows going up over that little hill there from the trees.